Hey, how's it going, everyone? I thought I'd pull out the old harmonica today. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll, there's so much I could do. I got a whole palette here full of paint. It's just, I think my paint palette's like a masterpiece. Look at that. There's so much I could do. I gotta lower my volume here. Let me see what it. A masterpiece palette. So I bought some new. That's what I'll do. I'm going to use all my Forenzi brushes on this painting. They're pretty good brushes. I made a little bit of money from some people in the chat rooms. I had a super chat the other day, so I got this number 2 round. It's pretty nice and pointy, so you can make straight lines and stuff. And of course, I got my number 10 filbert. That's what I like to use mainly to get all my color down. I guess I'll do a landscape because what I'm going to do, I'll do a landscape and then I can have dinner after that, and then I'll start. I want to do some crazy abstract stuff after dinner, like some faces and stuff with a bunch of different colors. I will see. Let me start with I think I'm gonna I want to have a lot of mountains in here, so what I'm gonna do is kind of I want the whole back. I want to put maybe 2 mountains. So we'll put like a mountain over here coming down and then like flowing into another mountain over here like that. But I want to have a bunch of peaks on here so I can run some color off the mountains. So there's my mountains. I'm just putting that in so I know where to put my sky. I don't think I'm going to run big hills in here today. I'll probably put a vanishing point here. So I'm going to run everything kind of like from the center back towards this way, like this. So something like that. I just put that in there to kind of see. So I can run like a partial hill here. So we got some valleys in here. I want it to run like towards the back here. So I would probably have like the hills getting smaller as it goes back. And maybe we'll put I'll put some kind of river in here. Maybe coming just straight up this way. Let me do the sky first. This is just a little sketch so I can kind of see what's going on. I got so much paint on my palette, I'm just going to have to mix the colors as I go. I'm going to start off with some dark blue in the corners. maybe what I'll do today, I'll put color in the middle. This is always fun. Just put like some color here in the middle, maybe a little darker. Did you see those paintings I did the other day where I had the dark sky? Man, those came out pretty cool looking. So I'll do like, we'll put some dark blue in here. And I think all this I'll make clouds around there. Maybe if I made, I'm not going to make it dark, but I could still put the moon down here, reflecting light in here. I don't know. We'll see. I like to improvise. Let's throw a little white in here now on the sides. Hopefully everybody's doing good. It's Tuesday evening here in Seattle. I had to work early today again, but I got off early. I only had to work 4.5 hours, but I think today I should put a tree on the side. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's always fun to do. I'm getting close to my Saturday on the 29th where I'll get to go out and try and sell some of my artwork finally at the market here in Seattle. That'll be fun. I still haven't got my credit card machine though. Earlier I tried to go on the Secretary of State website on my phone and it wouldn't let me log in. It wouldn't. I guess you got to do it on a computer, which I don't have, so maybe I'll have to go. I'm off tomorrow. I might have to go to the library and use their computer to sign up, because I got to get a business name. It's only $30 to, sign up. But they wouldn't let me do it from the phone, which is kind of weird. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's see who's in the house today. I got my phone hooked up over here. Mary Ann, how you doing? Deidre? I think that's Shiku, right? Shiku. How you doing, Shiku? I'm going to try and do a cool sky here first before I start, because I want the sky to look pretty cool. So I'm just kind of throwing colors up here right now. I might let's put some pink in there. I haven't done that in a while. Some straight pink with red and white. I'm just mixing on my palette. I got so many colors. Look at that. So I'm just kind of grabbing what I need, and we'll see what happens. It's a really cool looking palette with all that paint on there. We'll put some pink in here. I'll re-hit my mountains. I don't want to have to be careful around my mountains there. So wow, I think I'm gonna like this. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna like that. Add some different color in there. Check this out. I'm going to add a darker blue in here to make some like streaks of clouds maybe in blue. All right, I think that's good enough for now. I'll put more stuff up there in a little bit. That's a good start. Let me put my mountain in now. I kind of like the palette being like this. I can just kind of, mix the colors as I go. It's pretty convenient, because they're almost kind of mixed already. It's got like a semi-mix on it, so it doesn't look like the paint out of the tube. I'm going to maybe tie these two mountains in here. Wow, that's looking pretty good. I already like the sky. It already looks like it's got clouds in there. So I think in my valley down here, I'm going to make a really light, I think a light pink. We'll keep that pink going. That theme of that pink color. Get a rag here. Try not to use too much water today. Put some pink in the valley so it looks bright, So I can put some dark hills here. It'll have some pretty good contrast then. Yep. This is looking pretty good. I like how it looks like it's light back here between the two mountains. So man, the last week I've been really busy. But I'm finally getting caught up. Finally getting caught up. So I can relax tonight. I don't have anything to do except, clean the house, eat dinner, and go to bed. But clean the house, just straighten it up a bit. But I'm like caught up today. I've already went to band practice. We have a gig tomorrow at the Water Wheel pub. That'll be fun. All right, so now I'm going to try and finish the rest of this color down here. Just get some undertone on here. I kind of want some water, I think, but I wanted the water to maybe be pink and blue. Maybe like a purple pink, maybe. Let me just put some color down here and see what happens. Maybe this will be a different type of painting. There won't be any greens in it. Like green grass. It'll all be like color. I think it'll still look good. Maybe I'll add like a hint of green here in the foreground. Plus, I think I'm going to run a tree on the side here. What I'm putting in right now is just like to get some undertone on the canvas. So it's just not like white underneath there. I'm pretty sure most of you have watched me paint before. I just like to get the white covered first, and then I'll design it after that. Sometimes when you put this color on, you can put it on in a way where you get some ideas from it, I'm going to put some dark red down here, I think, believe it or not. I got some red alizarin crimson that I put some like black in it. Let's see what it looks like. Might be a little too strong, but I'll tone it down a bit. There we go. That's a little better. I kind of wanted this to run like this though, but we'll see what happens. It still might. All right, there's my undertones in. That's looking pretty good. Wow. That looks amazing. You know what I want to do first today is the snow on the mountains. And the bad thing about this new palette I got, it's hard to get, because it has a lip on here. It's hard to get because you got to get this white just right, just a little bit on there, and it's kind of hard to do with that lip. All right, let's put some snow up here. if you've watched me paint before, I can go pretty fast on my mountains. I kind of know what I like to do. So it goes pretty quick. Wow. That already looks cool. I think I'm going to put a like a dark blue on this side. Let's see what it looks like. Like a grayish purple blue. Let's see what it looks like. I'll try it on this one first. I think I like that. I'm going to zoom into the mountain so you can watch me do it up close. Put the, this is what I called the shady side of the mountain. So the light's hitting more on the white. So this, this blue is like where the sun is not quite getting around to that side of the mountain. So I'm just putting a little blue. I like to leave some of the gray in there. The color that's underneath. You're probably wondering why I use a knife, because the paint lays on top of the painting. It looks a lot better. If I use a brush, it won't look like that. It'll look more like this up here, like you brushed it on. When you use a knife, it looks a lot more like a real mountain. So keep that in mind. You got to get used to your knife if you're a new artist. If you want to do landscapes with cool mountains like this. Because it's difficult. It's difficult to do a mountain with a brush. It really is. And there's a lot of magic that happens with the knife, because when you scrape it on there, you can leave patches of the gray underneath. So that looks really cool. See how this mountain looks like it's the sun's hitting more over here, and we got the dark over here. That looks pretty wicked. I really like the way that looks. That's a pointy mountain. Almost looks like there's a face in here. 2 eyes and nose and a mouth there with he's got a cone head. I always see things in there. Alright, I'm kind of liking this mountain. It just kind of happened on its own here. I'm going to kind of fix this guy here a little bit, make the peak come down a little more, like this, and then run some more shade underneath here, like there's a cliff right here. There we go. There you go. You can just keep working your mountain till you get it the way you want it. I love doing mountains. Now, I used to have a hard time with mountains. It was a scary part of the painting for me. Like, uh, I always dreaded, oh man, now I got to do the mountain. And then all of a sudden, now it's like my favorite part, you know. And I had the same uh, thing happen with the clouds. I used to go, oh boy, it's time for the clouds. And I would kind of get worried because I wasn't really good at the clouds. And when it's time to make clouds, you gotta do it. This looks kind of cool so far. I like these light areas that look like they're kind of glowing. You know, let me zoom out a little now. See how it looks like it's glowing up here and here? This is turning out pretty good. So I'm going to have a bunch of terrain down here. I can see some hills here taking shape. Maybe this will be a river here across the middle. Or I can bring a river from way back here and have it winding down. Or how about a pathway into the middle of these mountains? Some kind of trail. Just coming all the way up to the front here. That's what's cool about improvising. You can do whatever you want. Let me see who's still with me here. Luca draws things. Right on. Marianne? Yeah, I love the pink too. Yeah, I'm really liking my palette now. I think that's the way to paint. To have all the colors at your disposal on the palette. Where is that palette? But to have all the colors at your disposal, so you could just, dip your brush and then you can mix in different places. Because it's acrylic paint. Like this area here is already dry. I could mix on top of here. Then I could probably mix, you just pick a spot to mix your paints. It's really fun. Yeah, I really like this pink too. It's looking pretty good. I'm not even a pink kind of guy. Yeah, I need luck for tomorrow at that gig. I've never been to this bar. They say it's like a dive bar, so we'll see what happens. Luca draws things. Yeah, if you want to do mountains that look like this, you need to have a knife to put the paint up there with. And you just put it on very lightly and let some of the mountain underneath show through as well. All right, let's continue on now to the rest of the landscape. This kind of looks good, just like this. I'm kind of wondering what I want to do here. Let me try one of my new brushes here. Maybe this is a 2-inch round. I don't think I want to do, let me put a little white in there and see what happens. I usually do it with a knife. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like some trail going back. Maybe I'll just do it up to there, and then I'll have something else down here. Let's try something different today. I think I'm going to try, like, let me see something here. It's got to be a lighter blue. I wonder if I could lay everything out. Instead of using green, I use the light blue. Let's try it. Let me get my fan brush that I like so much. And I'll just do, I'm going to pretend this is a hill over here coming down. Try some purple. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm thinking. No, that won't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to do the landscape like how I usually do it. Let me just blend this in real quick. I'm going to put some fog, maybe some fog down here under the mountain. There we go. Now I'm going to do some trees. Since the mountains are kind of straight, I'm just going to have some trees like coming straight across this fog like this. Put some trees here. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. Cool. It's looking good. And then I'll do, I think some trees going up this way. I'm going to leave a little opening here. Little opening here, and I'm going to run some water out of here now. What color? I'm thinking like a pink water. Let's start out with pink, and then I'll figure it out. So we'll run some water. Like that. I think what I'm going to do is make my ground like a bluish color here. It's kind of cool. You don't have to, like, usually I would use brown there, but you know, when it's like a picture like this, you don't have to use, I always would use brown or green or yellow ochre, so I'm using blue there. And I'm going to put it here too, but a little lighter, because this is a little further back, so I'll put some light blue here. It still looks cool though, huh? And then under my trees, I'm going to put a little white. I should use my fan brush, but just a little white underneath the trees. Got to blend it in. Just like that. All right, I'm digging this now. This is going to be water, believe it or not. It's going to be like pink water. Alright, so around the river here, I'm going to have, I'll put some small bushes in here. I guess you could almost say this is kind of like a fantasy piece, maybe? I don't know. Doesn't look like it, but I'm just using strange colors, that's all. But it still looks good. I really like these colors, you know. So this is the edge of my river here. I'm going to run a few grassy things out here. Okay, very good. Then I'll run some small bushes on the edge. I'm kind of speeding up a little so it doesn't take too long. I'm going to edge my water now so you can kind of see what I'm seeing here. I should put the reflection in there first, but ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. All right, there's my water. You do a few big trees now, then it'll bring this all together. Let me edge my river here. Some blue. There we go. Well, now you can see how the river's coming down. I want to I think I'm going to put one tree right on the edge here, okay? So it doesn't cover too much of the mountain. Just a big tree, just one right here. It's really I'm gonna make it skinny so it doesn't cover too much of everything. And I'm gonna come down fast and really hit the branches on there. and just make it like a skinny, tall tree right there. Doesn't that look cool? I'll widen it out just a little right in here. And I think that'll make it look pretty good. Yeah, look at that tree. That's pretty cool. Let me fix the top of my trees here. There we go. This is looking pretty good. Let me zoom in a little more now. I gotta give you a better shot. I gotta change my water real quick. I'll be back in 20 seconds. All right, that's enough. All right, I got fresh water now. I'm trying to think what to do. What I think I'm gonna put some major tree in here right now. I'm glad to have a couple people in here. Really, I looked at the YouTube editor, and it said YouTube is like really slow right now. This is actually the worst time to put a video out, they said. But like, I don't mind. I mean, I'm still painting. I'm gonna sell this on Saturday, so it doesn't matter. I gotta paint it anyway, so I figure, well, I should paint it and then have it recorded at least, you know. I almost want to put the reflection in here now because I put a tree here. I might do that. Let me throw another tree in here. I want to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this look like, I don't want to cover that thing though. I like the way that looks. I don't want to put a tree right between there either. So the only place I have a place for a tree is maybe right here, right at the bottom of this mountain here. A small tree. It doesn't have to be big. Just so I got something else into the air here, like right here. I'll have to highlight this one because it's going over a lot of dark color. That's all right. I'll show you how I do it. Put some more bushes here. Let me highlight that tree. I'm going to use a light green. I should wash my brush off. I kind of want to use just a light green. Right, I usually don't use it this heavy on the green. I'm going to let it dry a little bit because it'll just pick up that dark color. Let me do this one with this green. Let's see what it looks like. I just kind of put a dress on it. Just add a little color to it, see what it does. It's kind of like what I was saying at the beginning. I could add a little green at the end of the painting to make it look like nature. Because all this is blue, pink. There's no brown or grass in there at all. So I'll let this dry, then I'll turn this a bright green. I'm going to highlight all these bushes down here with that same green, but I'm going to put a little white in it. Really, like, so it looks like just grass down here, okay? I just want it to look like grass, a really bright grass. And I'll do this with yellow ochre. There we go. Wow. Pretty cool. I'm going to put a little darker green on top now, just to get like some different tones in the bush. Not much. This looks already pretty dark over there. And on my yellow ochre, I'm going to hit some like white in there. There we go. Let's see if I can do this tree yet. I think I can do it. I want it to be pretty bright. I'll probably have to put some white in my grass below it, so it doesn't look like the color of the tree. Just a little white. and it'll make that grass turn a little lighter. There we go. Well, I got 3 likes on it so far. Pretty cool. So I don't like this tree here. I gotta make it a little wider over on this side. It just doesn't feel right to me. There we go. That looks a little better. I'm trying to think what else I can put in here without messing it up too much. I mean, without overdoing it. I don't want to like. I almost want to. I almost want to put that tree on the side here. Uh, all right. Oh, jeez, I still got to do the clouds. Did anybody tell me about the clouds yet? Nope. Nobody's talking anymore. Everybody's gone. All right, so I'm going to do some clouds now. Wow, this is looking pretty good. Wow. I'm really digging this. I want to put, I might as well put some dark brownish red for my dirt down here. There we go. That'll work. Some red dirt. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bow. I'm going to try and highlight my trees, and then I'll do some clouds real quick. So I got a tree that's like right here. I'm just going to like separate my trees real quick just to see where they're at. Then I'm just going to highlight one side of them with a light white. And then it'll soak in and it'll look pretty good. It'll turn like a light green. Same thing over here. I can just hit the top part or the side and the top. Leave the left side dark, and it'll look like the light's hitting on the right side. All right, it's time for some clouds. Everybody fell asleep on me. Everybody fell asleep. And I'm going to do some small clouds here. Some like straight clouds. Just like that. Nothing too complicated. I got to move the camera a little bit to do the other side. Now, if you're starting to be if you want to start doing clouds, if you've never done it before, this is a fan brush. Just you could lightly, I'll do one going this way, just lightly touch it with the fan brush, and then imagine like you're hitting the top part of the cloud, okay? That's the top part. Now, I like to just pull the bottom to the left a little. Real lightly. Don't press any more paint on there. Just kind of pull what's already on there to the left. And make some kind of, it'll make the cloud a little bigger underneath. See that? And it makes it look like it's blowing. Now I'm not going to this looks kind of cool here. I like this. This looks like a dark cloud on a light spot. So I'm going to leave that alone because it looks pretty cool. I do want to make the top of my cloud I got some dark color on there because that fan brush is kind of wonky. This thing is dirty. So I'm going to take a brush and really just define the top part of the cloud here to make it smoother. Because my fan brush made it really jagged up on top. You can do that too. If that happens with your fan brush, doesn't make a nice line on top of your cloud, just take a brush and just push it in to make it look flat. Okay. There we go. Some clouds. Those clouds are pretty wicked. That's the easiest way to make clouds if you're new to acrylic painting. That's the best way to make clouds. The easiest way, and they look cool too. Daniel, how you doing? I didn't expect anybody to come in tonight. I was just saying, I go, well, I gotta get a painting done for uh, the show in a couple Saturdays from now. So I said, well, I might as well record it. So, because I looked on the YouTube editor, it said this is like, there's like hardly anybody on YouTube right now, they said. But I don't mind. You showed up, that's perfect. I think I need to, I want to address this tree a little more and then re-hit this one. That's looking pretty good. You're not going to believe it. I used all pink, blue colors all the way down. And then I just barely added the green in just now. I was trying to do something different, but right on, thank you. Shiku. Shiku. It's probably Shiku, right? Or Shiku. I think I'm going to fix my water. I think I want to put the reflection in here. Yeah, it won't be that hard. I'll just do it with the dark color. Uh, so I'm going to reflect uh, these bushes in the water here, and also the part of this tree here. Real easy. It's really easy to do. Very simple. All right, that's good enough. I should have done it from the get-go. Let's see what else. I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I could do another cloud, but I'm gonna have dinner and I'll do another. I'm gonna do another painting after dinner, but it's not gonna be a landscape because they take too long. I want to do like another abstract painting, but You know, it'd make this one look. I could put a few evergreen trees. Where's my? I'm looking for my acrylic fan brush because it's really small and skinny. There it is. And then you could, wow, that's really, no, this is a water brush, acrylic brush. It's not skinny though. Here we go, here's a small one. Let me try and put a few evergreen trees kind of popping over these trees back here. It might look cool. Even run them down a little bit so that it looks like they're actually buried in these trees. It's not the best brush. Something like that. I think I made them too big, but yeah, this brush is fried. There we go, something like that. That looks pretty cool. I think I have to put more in there now. Let's put one out in the middle of the grass. How's that sound? With this funky fan brush. Let's see what it looks like. Right out here in the middle. Whoops. I'm losing power. I got 10% left on my iPad. All right, guys, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to have dinner. I'll see you guys in a little bit if you want to pop in and watch me perform on an abstract piece. I think those extra trees really helped. I like it. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Yeah, I got some meatloaf and potatoes and corn. And a Pepsi, of course. See you guys in a bit. Thanks, everybody.